Is VP people.
We are your hosts, Taylor and
Enrico.
this is Unfiltered Conversations,
Global.
where we have the conversations that you want to have.
But you don't.
We have the conversations that you should have,
But you don't.
and the conversations that you overall just avoid. So jump in with us today for this episode of
Unfiltered Conversations. Global.
So, we are about to engage in season 2, but before we get into anything, even our recap episode that you're about to watch about season 1, we really have to cover one of the biggest things that contributed to season 1 happening, and that is an awesome company called FilmSpace. FilmSpace provided us with what? Everything besides the clothes you saw. Literally. And actually, if they would have provided that, it probably would have been even better. Yeah. But me and Eric knew each other. But then FilmSpace came in, introduced us to Benta, introduced us to Kuche. I mean, all of these things. FilmSpace provided us with the microphones. They provided us with the camera equipment. They provided us with the lighting. They provided us with the studio overall. They provided us with coaching, the jingle, everything. I'm telling you. And it's all like their vision for producing good content is really unmatched. I haven't met another company like it. So very much go over to check all the socials for FilmSpace. Give them your support. Anything that they put out is going to be golden and very much worth watching.
Yeah, and I also know they are coming up with quite a number of projects that they're working on currently that they're going to be life-changing documentary that they'll be working on. Those are life-changing things. That they talk about the root cause of what has been affecting the society and how that's being dealt with. They're setting up facilities where they're going to help those that have been affected with certain things in the society. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah. They'll talk about themselves, but I know
many things.
They're doing quite a lot of things, and they'll be setting up an entire structure where, like, I think we'll be paying a small token. Yeah. It will be going towards supporting the projects.
Very much one of those companies that it's like, man, that they're just doing the right things.
Yeah.
Very much just doing the right thing. So make sure you go out, look for them, support them, thank them, write in comments, whatever. Everything that they've done has been fantastic. So again, we're ready to jump into this recap episode of season 1. Welcome back. I am not joking. Bro. When I get him in a tattoo and I sit down, the distance from here to here is too large. I can't fit. So I'm literally like sitting like a lady in the matatus because it's so big. Like I'm, there's the person next to me. I'm like pushed into them because I'm literally, my femur is too long.
Bro, chill.
Hey.
VP people, welcome to Unfiltered Conversation Season 2. But before we get to Season 2, we want to do a recap of Season 1. And yes. I'm your co-host, Enrico.
And I'm your other co-host, Taylor. And we have a guest today. So Season 2 is going to be filled with a ton of guests, a lot of different conversation. And we get to kick off this Season 2 with a member of our team, and her name is Benta. So
Yay.
Welcome, Benta.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe the role you have on our team?
Yes, my name is Benta Wangui, and I'm the social media manager of UCG. And I'm the one that you engage with in the comment sections, and also I'm the one doing shorts editing. So I'm also a TV actor on KBC. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So any of those bad comments that come in, just know he's the one who just...
It's good. But Eric, have you ever gone incognito and interacted with people on the comments?
Yes, like not really interacted with them the way she interacts with them.
Yeah.
But like just looked at the comment and sometimes like just call her and tell her, okay.
I think one or two times, and it wasn't like, hey, let's boost our numbers. Yeah. But I literally 1 or 2 times like interacted with people in the comments. So we're there. So maybe we're talking to you.
Incognito, you cannot know it's them.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not me. Don't judge me. It's them.
So we just wanted to. So with season 2, We really are excited for it. We wanted to do a quick review of season 1. Some members of our team, Benta, and then we have another member who let us know about some of the great things that went well in season 1, but then also some of the stuff that was maybe we need to improve it. So her role is to bring both of those. So you might listen to her and say, "Man, she's freaking brutal," but no, like that's part of what her job is. So she's got a whole list of things that she's going to try to bust out for us today, showing us, hey, you need to improve here. So let it rip. Start with our first thing that we need to address for season 2.
To start with the positive side.
Okay. She wants to build us up. Okay.
Yes.
Positive,
Okay.
they're positive, they're positive.
It's the first time. So we went viral on TikTok for I think around 4 videos. That's a good.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Yeah. So we have so many engagements on TikTok and YouTube Shorts as well. Like we got subscribers from YouTube Shorts, and we did very well on those 2 apps. We are still building up on Instagram and Facebook because
Facebook is for old people.
Mark Zuckerberg wants you to promote first of all and do campaigns. So yeah, we are still building up on that, but that is on the positive side. We've had even famous people like on the comment section. So we are growing, and it's just season 1. Yeah, so pretty much I don't know what else on season 1 that is more.
I mean, if we have people like that are engaging and we're going viral, then it's obviously we're doing something people like.
Yeah.
We're having conversations people want to have and they want to hear about. So that's encouraging for me.
Yeah.
Even though like I cannot gauge the numbers. Like you say, oh, we have this many people. I'm like, I don't know if that's good or bad, because like the way I engage with social media is probably way more selfish than other people do. Because I'm just like, oh yeah, this is cool. I don't even look at the title of the channel that I'm watching. Like it literally, I'm kind of bad. And like I am not the guy you're trying to recruit for your channel because like this is cool. And I don't know who the people are, so it's good to hear you who are very engaged in that saying, oh, this is good. You can tell me a number and I'm like, no, but tell me what that number means.
Yeah, true.
So that's it's great to have you on the team for that respect as well.
Yes, and for the first time today we went live on TikTok and we already had 75 people join, which is a very great achievement. So, and we are still going to grow, and for now the watch hours are also doing good on YouTube. Very soon we'll start hitting 500, and we are going to get members join the podcast.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Which
pretty
I think
good.
those are really positive things when you're looking at. Sometimes when you're starting a podcast, sometimes you're discouraged, and
Yeah,
sometimes you don't know how it can
It's a
go.
lot of work.
And
My goodness, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know that.
Or
part.
as my friend says, oh my days.
You remember the time Eriko was like, I want us to grow so fast. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I thought like you start and boom, but like
It doesn't
quite a
happen like
lot.
because people have to familiarize with you first.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
you're still new in the game, so they don't know who Eriko Bonamandevu is. So
Yeah.
they have to know you first, and then they engage with you, and then now they start familiarizing with you, and they feel like they are part of it.
Yeah.
But like, let me not
It's a-
forget the guest, but the numbers that we're having on our channels. Thank you guys, and I just want to say thank you guys for subscribing and following us.
Yeah.
It means a lot to us, and it's good as we're growing together as a community, which means you like listening to what we are talking about, and it is more interactive with the society, both sides of the society, the American, the American group and the Kenyan group as well. So we are very grateful, guys, for helping this channel grow.
So on the positive side of season 1, what would you say was the most engaged and well-liked topic?
The matatu culture. Oh my God, that
No.
video has 100,000 views and still 100K.
Okay, so we've got
100K.
we've got to do
Plus.
some corrections. We have to do some corrections because I went there and I saw everybody's like, "You just said our matatus are like church delivery vans." People were flipping out.
Kenyans are so
Okay,
mad at
so
You have to say sorry.
the only
You have to say sorry. You have.
okay.
You've been in Kenya for how many years?
No, you have to understand what I'm trying to connect people to in the U.S.
Okay.
There's nothing like matatus in the U.S. And when I'm talking matatus, the video showed one of the massive ones, like the huge ones.
Yeah.
I'm more talking about the ones that you see everywhere, like the kakoso,
What is
sako,
that?
the
What?
The what?
kakose
Kakose is what?
kakose sako.
Kakose.
The sako that is
Okay,
part of it.
oh.
You know the loofah sako, like all of
Oh,
those.
okay.
Those smaller ones.
Oh,
That's
the
what I was
Nissans.
trying to compare. Not the giant buses, okay?
Yeah.
Not even the one that we were showing in the short, but the smaller ones. I guess a better comparison would have been that it's like a larger VW bus. Because even the shape of the matatus is not common in the US. The way that the front is flat and you're sitting right there in the front, like you reach out and touch the car in front of you, like that's how close you are. I mean, it's so crazy. So when I was saying delivery van or church van, I was trying to articulate just the shape of the vehicle and what it's like to be inside.
Let me cut you there. What made you think of a church van or a
Delivery van.
Okay.
Of
What made
all
you think of that of all things?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like, okay, what is a van in the US, a vehicle that would carry 15 people that's not like a school bus? And the only thing I could think of is these church vans, these 12 to 15 passenger vans.
Yeah.
So
But well spaced out in comparison to the
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they had one of like the church vans in the US or like those delivery vans, they're like the smaller Sprinter vans. If they had one of those, it wouldn't be 15 people. It'd be like 25 people inside of there.
And then he said he's tall, so whenever he enters a matatu, he kind of squeezes his legs.
Legitimately.
And I'm like, what?
I am not joking.
Bro.
When I get him in a tattoo and I sit down, the distance from here to here is too large. I can't fit. So I'm literally like sitting like a lady in the matatus because it's so big. Like there's the person next to me. I'm like pushed into them because I'm literally my femur is
chill.
too long.
Bro, chill.
Hey.
Bro. They're meant for business. The more they sit,
The more money.
The more the money.
I get you. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's a bit tight.
if you want a comfortable car, buy yours. Buy yours. You can sit the way you want. You can stretch your
Yeah,
leg. You
you
can do
can
whatever
do
you want to
whatever.
do.
Oh, but also legitimately, like, if you got the right matatu, you could literally drive across the entire country and really feel entertained the entire time. Because
Yes.
there's TV screens that are the
Yes.
size of like 3 of the seats
fun, yeah.
right in front of you, and they will certainly have music loud enough for you to hear.
And who said moving disco?
Yeah, to the American
said moving
viewers,
this
to the American viewers, let me give you a proper name for that. It's a literally
No, okay.
moving disco.
No, so
Like
that's
you-
not even going to connect. When we hear the word disco in the US,
Yeah.
it's a very specific genre of music
Yeah.
from the 70s.
What?
Oh, okay. Okay,
So,
okay.
moving disco, people are like, what?
Moving
Like
club.
bell-bottom jeans, like Dirty Dancing, the
Moving
movie.
club.
That's
Let
disco.
me say it's a moving club.
No.
Moving club.
The best thing in the
Yeah.
US for people to understand,
Yeah.
it's literally like a party bus.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So there's so many of these that they're huge. They have all these lights like you saw on that show.
Loud music.
Yeah.
Loud music. So if you're looking to like relax on your drive, these are not the way to get around Kenya. If you're looking to really get very friendly with your neighbor and know who they are and find out about their family because your leg is on top of their leg, and it's for you. It's for you. Oh. But also the price reflects it. It does. Like
it's a bit
it's
expensive,
very,
yeah.
very, very affordable.
Yeah.
So much so that most Kenyans, it pushes out their desire to buy a car. Because it's like, no, I can save so much money and get wherever I need to go in a reasonable amount of time.
We call them nganyas. So they are a bit more expensive compared to these normal vans, or not vans, Nissan.
Oh,
matatus.
you said vans.
I'm trying
This
to
is
make
like
you
the
understand what I mean. Because now we are talking to a very large community. So
Look, guys.
they are a bit more
You guys,
expensive.
since
Yeah.
I grew in the culture of matatu. You know, me, I'm an Islando guy. And Islands, you know how that was our culture.
Yeah.
Literally, there's a time we could know which one is the best in the community. And like at the station, everyone will be waiting for that one
That one.
that
nganya.
one that has screens all over. Even there's another screen that is facing outside for guys who are driving just their car. They can be able to. They can just be able to be part of that.
I've seen it. Like the back window will have a TV so the car behind can be entertained.
Yeah, true.
I'm telling you guys, this is something that in America, there's not a connection point.
Is there any other country that has matatus?
No, Kenya is non.
Come on, doesn't like Tanzania have them?
Tanzania doesn't have that.
Uganda.
Uganda doesn't have that. Kenya is the only
I think we
African
are the only
country
ones.
that
It is-
has that culture.
Yeah.
It is a culture,
Because
guys.
I tried asking, is there any other country?
It's
And
a culture.
It's a Kenyan thing.
With some graffitis.
Yes.
Dude, you can
Yes.
drive. No, and this is the other thing we didn't touch on that we should have. So the Matatu culture, you will see every single actor, every single major sports figure just on the side of this bus. No sponsorship deals, nothing. Just bam, there's LeBron James. There he is. There's Bob Marley. There's Lil Wayne. Okay, like they're everywhere, all over the Matatus.
Yeah.
Meaning we are well informed about it.
Exactly.
The
Like,
US.
hey.
So like we celebrate all those celebrities even in the US.
That's right.
In America,
Yeah, yeah,
like in the UK.
The
all over
footballers,
across,
yeah.
across
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
world.
yeah.
We put pictures of all of them and we make it really lit. You guys, something lit, something amazing. And for anyone who's never visited Kenya, make sure I repeated that like in our in the
episode.
previous episode, and I say just have a ride in a matatu.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I mean,
It's
obviously
an
you want to
awesome
ride in the right
experience,
one.
yes.
Yes.
There are ones that you will see. You will see videos that no one should be watching, but but then there's other ones that
And they
are that are
always
good.
tell you,
Yeah.
don't bring your sanity here. Like you become free spirit. Don't go in a matatu and start, oh, please lower the volume. They will chase you out.
Yeah, you
They
can go
will
get the
chase
one for
you
older
out.
people.
Yes.
You can get the one for older
Yes,
people
we
that is
always
quiet.
told-
if you want to have a conversation with someone.
Yes,
you
exactly.
we've got variety as in
Yeah.
we are a country with
Yes.
variety.
There really are ones where like the vehicle is like completely stock.
Silence.
You know, there's nothing in there, and the sides it's not decorated. It's just that's where all the waze are at. They're on that one.
But I think Taylor killed that. I think he killed
Yeah, it
that.
went. People really got angry on the comment
I
section.
like literally just scrolling the number of people that were like, delivery van, delivery van.
That's our ego, man. You're destroying our ego.
That's our culture, man.
Yeah.
Prototype.
Anyway.
So that one exploded. Okay, what about
Yeah.
like overall topics? That was a moment within a topic that was
Yeah.
like, what in the world?
overall. So for me, what they want, like the videos that really went viral are now the Luo culture, the Obama topic. So it's more
Guys,
of, the
you
culture.
know how I love talking about this Obama topic, and I know most of the American viewers will not understand it, and a number of Kenyans viewers as well. But like, yeah, we are proud of him being connected to Kenya.
But some Kenyans said Obama is not Kenyan. So there was this huge argument.
So let me
Is
ask you guys a
really
question
Obama a
around that.
Kenyan?
Let me ask you a question around that. When a child is born, which side do they lean towards? Do they lean towards the side of the father?
They say
or
the
side of
dad
the
was
mother?
not in Kenya. I don't know. This was a certain
But was he
argument.
Kenyan? That's the question. Was he Kenyan?
I even got confused because the argument was so huge on the comment section. And
So
they were
do you
saying,
stop being Kenyan
Obama
when you
is-
get an American
No.
citizenship, or do you stop being an American when you get a Kenyan citizenship? That's the question.
But even if that the legal side of it is resolved, people still look back and say that they are where they came from.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people.
It's
There's
just-
whole groups like literally Mexicans in the U.S. Not all. Some Mexicans will fly the Mexican flag,
Yeah.
like on their car, and
There.
like so. It's not that they're not American. They're American. Like you come to America, like you go through the citizenship. Like you're American. Nobody's going to
Yeah.
debate with you on that. But there is this connection and this throwback, this appreciation for where you came from. And that has always, not always, but in many circumstances and in many different cultures, there's a connection to where your family came from, even in America.
Yeah.
So-
they were having the same arguments like Lupita. Lupita was not born in Kenya.
Hmm.
So it's almost the same argument. She's not Kenyan, you see?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Okay,
So
I understand.
They were like the
But her
comparison-
parents are Kenyan.
But they
people are
think
like,
she's not
she's not
Kenyan.
Kenyan.
Yes.
She hasn't ridden on a matatu. She can't be
So
Kenyan.
that
For,
was
for her,
the-
she's lived, like, literally her career really kicked off from Kenya. So, like, for her, she's interacted with the Kenyan culture.
But she
in
was
comparison,
not born in Kenya. No,
That's amazing to me
Yeah.
that people are
that's
that.
a
yeah,
very-
in
But
comparison
okay,
to
so
Obama.
to explain to the American audience, he was talking about being Luo. The pride that he has about being Luo. Literally, the only thing I can think of connecting it to the broad base in America would be people like two different ways. Either people in general, like that they're proud to be an American. It's not that they don't like other countries or they think the other countries suck. It's just that they're proud who they are. You know, they love being American. On a more of a micro scale, maybe sports teams. When people are really, really intense about sports teams in the
Yeah.
U.S., they can get tribalistic. Where it's like,
Yeah.
no. This bar
Okay.
is a Green Bay Packers bar. You don't walk into a Green Bay Packers bar wearing a Vikings jersey on game day. No, that's not a good idea. And so that kind of pride, I don't know.
Okay.
That's probably a terrible.
And I remember I
analogy,
was really slaughtered around this when, like, when you were asking the question about between Luya and Luos.
but- Oh, I'm so bad with the distinction. I
who
forget.
are really, who've got
The
who associate degrees or
yes.
degrees with success. Let me just correct that part because I was slaughtered with almost all the Luos in the house. Yeah, Luos are known for that.
Known for their degrees, right?
Known for their degrees.
But who speaks the best English?
Luos
Ah,
still.
Luos.
Let's say
Luos
Luos
still.
still. Let's say Luos still because we don't want to get into that debate again.
But there's this argument of lawyers are also very educated because most professors in the universities.
Yeah. No. But the question was, who are known with that pride? Like you see, for maybe for the lawyer, it's a silent one. They're the silent killers.
Because I know most
They're the
lawyers.
silent killers. But there are those that are up there, like those that are visible. Like for example, if someone speaks that kind of English, you know, Buana.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like that.
dude. So I saw one of the comments that killed me. They're like, when a Luo prays in English, the angels have to get a dictionary. I was like, bro.
Yo!
It's true. It's true because like we've got a politician. Like one day I think we might invite him. He's really a friendly guy. Babu Owino. When he talks sometimes you're like, wow, what is this guy saying? And then we've got Professor Lumumba as well.
Yes. Is Lumumba Luo or Luya?
He's Luo.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So you see.
Okay.
So you see, Luos, you win.
Giving up. Yeah. So there's some positive notes. Any other positive topics that you would say, hey, this got some good engagement?
Just overall, doing good on the first episode. I can't say there's like we've reached 1,000 followers and almost 11,000 likes and a video going viral for the first season. That's a huge achievement.
And the season
Yeah.
ran for 14. It's going to be 14
14,
weeks, and we
yeah.
achieved that in like 12.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
that's- I
See,
think-
like she has to tell me that's good. Because I'm like, oh, okay.
What
Was that bad? Should that have happened after the second episode, but we're really slow?
No, that's huge. It
Yeah.
takes time. People give up. People. Do you know how many times I've tried creating content and YouTube channel? I give up along the
hard.
way because it's really hard, especially if you're not famous. If you're famous, well, it's an
Yeah, people.
added
You already have the
advantage.
name recognition.
Yes,
People are coming
yes,
to you already.
Coming to
Yes,
you.
but if
And
people
it's
don't
easy for you
know
even to
who
get
you-
people
Yes.
as well to come on board.
Like a celebrity can just open a YouTube page and
That's it. That's it.
not posted anything, and they already have 100,000. We've seen that.
Yeah.
So for the first time, like you are new in the game and already you've clicked that.
Yeah, I would say for part of the recap would be that for me it was very much a learning process, that how much it takes. Because you think about starting a podcast, it's like, okay, I need a camera.
Sometimes it's just not.
That's it. Okay, I can just use my phone. I have everything I need for a podcast. And it's like, yeah, and guess what it's going to look like? It's going to look like you have a camera. It's going to be shaken. You're going to be
Yeah.
seeing the floor, like whatever, all this stuff. And so I think God lined up a ton of stuff. Like even me and Eric coming to know each other and having a conversation about a podcast, because we had the exact same idea. His name sucked though, so we changed it. So we had the exact same idea for a podcast. And like for me, it came when I came to Kenya. I was like, there's the same problem here.
Yeah.
Like people are not having conversations, especially youth, that are absolutely essential for a healthy living.
That's true.
Like nobody is having it. And he articulated the same thing. And so that got kicked off. But the biggest learning curve was like seeing how many people it can take to make just something that you look at and you're like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
behind
and-
the scenes.
Yeah, like
it's
all of the
a
behind the
lot
scene,
of
like
time.
every once in a while you hear Kuche.
Yes.
Or-
The cinematographer.
Our cinematographer galore, he'll just say, it's this.
He won an award,
Yeah.
by the way. Let's not forget that.
He won an award.
He's a top guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
our dude who is
Nice.
cha-cha, 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 like he set up all of these. He was number 4 cinematographer of the year last year and in Kenya. And so it's like God lining up, like literally the two of us lining up, meeting Kuche. He just like walks into the same church we're going to and like
Yeah.
same vision, same like, hey, let's do this. Like God really lined a ton of that stuff up. I know there's atheists out there, and you'll just say it's a coincidence. I get it, but really, I mean, it's the way that this has come together has been absolutely fantastic.
I think as you're talking about that, I'm just thinking how literally everything just came to be. Meeting you, Kuche meeting Benta. I think it's just because I don't believe in coincidence. I believe in God, and I think we will do just a topic of that one day, where like we get to engage with our viewers, just for them just to know how we are as just guys, what we believe in, what we value as a group. So which I think what you're saying, just talking about these things that they're there in the society, but they look hidden. You've got issues, problems that are happening around the society that like people need to talk about.
Mature conversation.
Yeah, but people don't talk about them. And then like we are asking ourselves, who's going to tell our kids? We need to tell our kids some of these things. We need to bring a better generation, like the new generation that has come up. Let me floss with that.
Yeah, today I learned
I knew
something
that.
new. There's a Gen
Beta.
Beta. Yeah, okay.
It'll just be better for them.
Gen Beta.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of good, and we kind of the viewers are probably like, man, these guys are arrogant. Look at them. Look how good we are. We're so awesome. Now let's get to this.
I told you guys what it
I have some
was.
live feedback on that.
You got a live feedback.
So this is from Abby Cheke. She says, there they go, finally wearing shoes.
Okay, Benta,
Thank you, Benta.
Sema,
Thank you, Benta, for
Benta.
Yeah, there's another one.
We hear you, Chega.
Just those guys, they look amazing and we love the set.
Thank you.
So-
Thank you.
For covering Abby's comment. Now Bento will bring it to life. So,
Mandevo,
So,
please be putting on your shirt.
hey, no.
even you, there was a limit wearing
No,
socks.
I was trying to be cool, but I realized I'm not being cool at all.
Oh my goodness. So,
Let it rip. Destroy us. Go ahead, Benta.
you look amazing today, yeah.
You see, it's a tactic where if you have to deliver some very bad news, you say some nice things first. Like, hey,
You're elevating.
I'm going to fire you, but I'm going to say, hey, you look great today. The weather's
You're
wonderful.
elevating.
You're fired. So we've got one out of the way. She said we look good today.
So,
The way you said it, like the way you normally apply for those jobs, and someone said you had everything that we were looking for.
We'll call you. We'll call you. Sawa, so what?
so when you gave me this job, and I was happy, but now I started feeling like I'm being pressured to make you guys go viral, and I'm like, you have no idea, because it will take so much time to grow.
Yeah.
So, Rico, how many subscribers do you have? I'm like, we only had 20. We have just started.
This last week. First episode was last week. Why are you asking that question?
The second video, the views are not correct something. I'm like, okay. But I'm glad right now that you've experienced the journey. So, So when we start with the outfits,
Okay.
yeah, today you're not on your shorts.
Woo!
Today
Okay.
he's
Thank
not
you, guys.
putting on his bikini shorts.
So apparently, and it was one of the things I noticed early on too. I was like, so we've got this camera right in front of me, right this way, and then I sit like this.
Oh my.
So it's been advised. You notice I'm wearing pants. That was one of the suggestions at one of our team members, and it wasn't Benta. She was like, yeah, whatever. But one of our team members was like, no, you gotta stop. So
For me, I was like, I'll continue with the shorts because they're bringing in views.
Guys, on a serious note, if the shorts are bringing in you guys as viewers, if you want to see,
please rewatch some of the previous episodes.
if you want to see some good, I don't know, let me know.
Good guys.
Good guys.
Good legs.
Guys, but like if you've not seen this, this guy has just literally been thinking like we are here, like there are beds here. He's in his shorts to come and sleep on this podcast. So that's why some viewers have said like, okay, those shorts need to go away. So you literally go and check all those other episodes that you've missed. This guy is putting on some interesting shorts.
But something funny about it, there's one video that has 46,000 views and still going, and he has a short on.
You see?
So
Probably.
maybe
It's not
the
that big. It's
maybe
not that
the
big of a
ladies-
distraction.
With the ladies, maybe they're like, okay,
Ah,
let me
bye. It's there.
They don't care.
Hey, I do. Come on. So, okay, so the shorts, wardrobe was part of it. One of the other critiques was, and I have said this since coming to Kenya, if you tell Eric to dress up and go somewhere and me to dress up and go somewhere, there's no hope for me looking good in comparison to Eric. Like, there's just no hope. And like people, stylistically, it's like, no. There's something about how freaking awesome Africans look when they dress up. So,
But this guy took a leap from our president, and the other day he bought a Kaunda suit.
Hey.
I don't know why he hasn't worn that Kaunda suit. I think
You
our
I've
viewers-
worn it to 2 weddings.
Yeah, to 2
Weddings.
weddings, not here on the
Not
podcast.
on the podcast.
Me walking here in a Kaunda suit, you're going to be like, why didn't you tell me?
At least he gives me a heads up. Give me a heads up.
No, it'll be my only chance to outdo you in dress. My only chance.
Anyway, but today you look awesome. As for Eriko, you're ready. Like before you say something, there are so many arms and likes, and I'm like, people are clicking.
Okay, so
right now.
I have a job for you.
No.
Viewers, wait for this short to drop. Just compile the ums and the likes. Like, 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 like,
Okay, guys.
Even I'm trying to re-edit the shots.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And I've got still,
before he finishes this sentence,
You know,
I don't
let
know
me-
what to do with that part.
Let me address that problem. You guys, sitting here and talking to you guys, you know, when you've not faced a camera before, it's a frightening thing. It's a bit scary. And sometimes that time you're thinking just on your toes. You're like literally just thinking. And sometimes you are a bit, okay, and nowadays you can see like it's different. Like I'm interacting
You're
with you
growing
guys.
confident.
The confidence is coming there.
You
I'm
started
growing.
so well. The whole beginning part of that speech, there was no likes or ums, but then you slid right into the likes.
The thing is, it helps you think about the next point that you're going to say.
Yeah,
That's-
they say that the reason that the ums and the likes are there is for filling silence.
Yes.
People are not okay with the silence as a speaker.
Yeah.
So the delay that would normally just be silence, they want something there.
Yeah.
So that
Working on it today.
exactly. So it's kind of being at peace with the fact that there's not going to be sound
Yeah.
when you're the reason for the silence.
Yes.
And having that, I'm okay.
See, we've got a psychologist here. I think we'll cover that topic. And that's the reason. And I think as we go on, and sometimes you see, most of these topics that we are talking about, they're not crammed. We sit here, we discuss this topic as raw as they are.
Yeah.
We give them to you guys. We don't go there, we do a lot of memorizing and all those kind of things. We just, because these are things that are affecting us on a daily basis. You don't really need to think about things that are affecting you on a daily basis because they're there with you. And like today, if I just ask you, Taylor, what did you eat for breakfast? You're able just to tell me.
Yeah.
You don't need to go and start writing notes
Writing
on
them.
what you ate for breakfast. And that's why we're calling it unfiltered conversation.
Yeah.
It's as raw as it comes.
And that's fundamentally, it comes down to that
Yeah.
we've even had this discussion amongst our team, like, okay, we need to do more research for topics. We need to really be, and it's like, there's a part of that where it's like, yes, I want that to be, I want our content to be of quality, but I really want to stay away from being scripted.
Yes.
Because when people get together, your conversation will flow,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It will dip, and especially, and I think socially, hard topics, you dip into them and then you come out, and then you dip in and you get more in depth as you go into the conversation. But that dipping out of that topic allows people time to breathe
Yeah, sure.
and get ready to go back in. And so having it being scripted can be uncomfortable for really
Yeah.
everybody.
And it
That it's like,
won't
okay,
be very
we have to talk about this topic. Here it is. Here's a hard question. It's like, dude, we just started this podcast 7 seconds ago. Like, and we're already into this thing that like makes me want to cry. Like, so I think that we will be different in that respect, that we will have podcasts that will say, hey, we're going to let our guests know that this is the topic that we want to talk on.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't go as deep as we want, but that's a social interaction that maybe somebody kept pulling us out of it because they didn't want to be there and they didn't want to talk about that, and that's going to happen. But we do want to engage in topics that are meaningful for our viewers and for each other.
Yeah.
Because we're bringing our viewers onto the show.
Yeah.
And so getting into topics that it's like, these are what matter, because there's plenty of stupid conversations out there.
Yeah.
There's plenty of complete entertainment-based conversation. Oh, what's your favorite? What do you think about that new album? And plenty of that out there. What we want to shift the focus or the Overton window towards is stuff that is challenging and stuff that really is like not from and not even from an expert. That's the other part that in the vision for this, like I wanted to kind of stay away from, that we have really big expert, letting them come in and teach. It's like you can get a million of those on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's me talking with Eric, me talking with Benta, saying, as we struggle with these things, like what has worked for you? A normal person.
Yes.
Not someone who has studied the psychoanalytic side of XYZ and how to operate. It's like, no, Benta, a normal person.
What's happening to you?
Yeah, how have you dealt with this?
Yeah.
Like, what have you learned that like works
Yeah.
for a normal person, not for somebody who has 7 doctorate degrees and actually never really went through anything.
Yeah.
You know, like that normal person perspective and conversation is really what that excites me.
Yeah, true. He's literally what he's saying. That street conversation where, yo, bro, I'm just going through this, and then like you, sorry, I used the word, and then
No,
like,
it's okay.
so I meet Taylor. We just sit down, and if it's politics, we talk about what is frustrating us about that politics. You know, it's very authentic. And what are we trying to do about it? Are we going to keep on complaining? Or is there something that we can do when it comes to voting? That's the thing that we are trying to, like when you're in the street, like sometimes like I think we will just record a street conversation. And those street conversations are usually very amazing and entertaining. And sometimes when we're talking out there, when we're not even recorded, there are those deep things that we are calling them unfiltered.
Yeah.
That we engage you guys, you engage us in those things where like you say, this is what I've gone through this. For example, it will be like marriage. We talked about marriage. What were you looking for in your woman? Like we talked about culture, and I think even we're going to make it more amazing because like I was talking about the Kikuyu culture that I went through, but I'm not an expert to the Kikuyu culture. But like we'll bring now someone who's understand the Kikuyu culture. When we're talking about the Kikuyu culture, we're talking about the Luya culture, we're talking about the Maasai culture where they put a spear in front of the house. You know what happened when they do that, for those who know the Maasai culture. So those are the conversations we're looking at.
Yeah, and bringing it in to do justice to it.
Yeah.
You know, like that's why, like the Waze, because a lot of times, even in America, you can ask questions about why do we do X, Y, Z. People are like, I don't know. Why do you say is instead of are, even in your language? Like people are like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And so you bring in these old people, old guys or old ladies, who they know why that these things were put in place. Why do we do this? Why did we have this prohibition about, you know, can an in-law stay at your house?
Yeah.
That's not allowed. That's taboo. In some of the cultures in Kenya, you can't have that. Yeah. And so why? You know, having those questions instead of just like thinking all the old ways are stupid.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of them. Let's ask why they're there.
Yeah.
Do they need to still be there? What is the wisdom behind it?
It's
and that's like my excitement about the other generation coming in.
For me, like I can give it as a teaser. Like when I was going through circumcision, there is something that we were taught while we were there. It was made like a taboo. You're not supposed to enter the bedroom of your mom.
Yeah.
I remember talking about that.
Yes,
You're not supposed to enter the
even in
bedroom.
ours,
the bedroom of your mom. And I was wondering, like, in case they're sick and all those kind of things. For me, that was a no-go zone completely. But like, I understood what they meant. You don't want to find your parents in the act. You have to avoid that. Those were the reason behind that. Like, you should not go there. When you drop food down, they were talking about that time germs, the proper germs were killing people because those days houses were being smeared with mud. Like the floor was made with the cow dung, which is, that was how
carries
the floor
bacteria.
There's bacteria and all those kind of things. But like now you see they were helping us. Now those are the kind of things that we're talking about. Like when we bring those guys here, we're going to talk about those things.
Yeah.
So I think I've addressed that. Have I?
It's
Now,
bro.
actually, whatever you've discussed, that was the other point I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
We were talking about the arms and likes. Then I don't know. You see, like it's one thing, but it's goes round to other things and
Stay on topic.
yeah, you're not on topic. You.
I'll blame Taylor. I'll blame Taylor on that.
We were talking about you. How did it end up to Masai's and to
Well, if you go back and listen, you'll see it how it reasonably progressed that way.
I
You'll
think
find-
I was just trying to make it way more.
That's what like you'll find maybe the topic was about social media, but now there's a different
We start
entire
preaching.
topic about something else. Now that's another something that I saw while listening to the podcast. But yeah,
You're even being nice on telling us that with a smiling face. I think you need
Yeah.
to be like, yo, this.
you want me to be harsh?
Yeah, this. You should
I don't know how to
focus.
be.
Yeah, you.
No, it's good though. It's good.
Yeah. So, and when you started, you were too professional. It's like, I felt like you guys are in an office. You're not free.
That's because we were.
Yeah.
We were like, huh, there's a camera.
You
So,
did.
yeah, so welcome to Unfiltered Conversations Global. Eric, my co-host. Yeah, no, it's like the first time you drive a car.
Yeah.
You know, you have your hands right here. Your back is not even touching the seat. Your feet, you're driving with both feet. You know, one on the brake, one on the gas.
It's almost like
Hey!
you want to look at the bonnet, what's happening there at the front instead of you looking at
Yeah,
where you're
yeah.
going.
So it's and then you get comfortable and eventually you're just like, yeah, just
Sometimes even you leave it and you're like on your phone.
yeah.
No,
Dude, I'm trying to
not-
get away from that as much
don't
as
do
possible.
that.
Incredibly dangerous.
Yeah,
Incredibly dangerous.
And you, like, I felt you needed to be free so that the audience can easily interact with you, because if they see you're so professional, so office like someone cannot come, like they don't feel the connection.
Yeah.
So you need to be more humanized compared to being so AI looking or robots kind of like. you
Tyler,
know.
would you like me to drink water?
No.
AI from like the 1990s.
Yeah. No, I understand that part that you're talking. Like sometimes it's more to do with some guidelines where like I think we can focus, but because like sometimes we think we're trying to make our viewers to understand the topic more, and I think that's the reason why I'm saying that. Is because like you can see when I'm just saying, oh Taylor, I'm going to town, but like as I'm going to town, I'll pass by
Right.
this place. So that comes in, but like I know our viewers really want us to focus on those topics and complete those topics so that we can bring a proper understanding around
Yeah.
those topics, which I think that's an improvement that we're going to make on season 2, which I think even we don't need to make because season 2
Yeah,
on
so
another level, yeah.
like literally, if you guys have watched, you know, an episode here or there of season 1, I want you to watch whatever episodes, but then watch the Christmas episode. Don't look at the production value. Don't look at forget all of that stuff. Just look at the interaction and how different it is to have 2 people talking as opposed to 5.
Yeah.
The conversation flow, everything was way more interesting.
Yeah.
When you have more people. And so like there's so many things that you and the team kind of gave feedback on that I was like, that is solved so easily with guests.
Yeah.
Bringing more people in and having more people say, Eric, that's wrong. Taylor, don't be stupid.
But now, if I compare the way you are and today, you have the energy. Like I can easily connect with you. You're not
I
this
think-
AI kind of. You're free.
You know what it is?
You know?
I think because we
It's
went
this
live
Lavington
today.
air that we're breathing. You know, it's very fresh and nice up here.
How you've started getting used to being in front of the camera.
Yeah,
and-
no,
I think
100%.
Today when we
100%.
interact even with our live
Yes, for the
followers,
first time. Yeah.
and for the first time, and they were asking us questions, and they're out there, they're looking at us, and they really want to understand us as well. They ask those questions, and thank you guys for those who joined us on our live broadcasting.
And Erico is talking today.
Who?
My talk. Okay.
Erico
Hey.
is talking.
Did you see how subtly she put that there? You see how kind she was with that one. She in the very Kenyan way, she just said, Taylor, you need to shut up and let Eric speak. And here's the thing. I watched like 3 episodes and I was like, dude, I've got to shut up. But there's a thing with conversation
Yeah.
that we interrupt each other.
Yeah, true.
And I kept that. I would interrupt
you- no,
Eric.
you kept
but
that.
then Eric
I'm the
would not
one.
interrupt me back. So then I'm just like.
No, it's because he was louder. So you can notice today I'm a bit
You're
louder.
saying an American is louder than an African.
Really?
No, really?
You know, in Africa there are only few. I don't want to mention. There are only few loud people, but like most of the cultures, we are very quiet people. We are very quiet. In fact, with Luyas, we are very quiet. But there are those who are loud.
Until you get one of you with another one.
Have you been at the coast and the way they talk anything? Like they will just scream at you about anything they don't feel
Taylor.
towards.
I have driven by about 1,000 churches. And whether there's 4 people in there or 100, boo! I mean, that volume is boom.
You know, the speakers.
And
the
they'll-
No. Even when like the power is out,
You can
the
see-
congregation is just going to town, singing. And then you get like, if you have any sort of animated conversation, come on, any sort of animated conversation, the volume goes up. And I love it. Because it's like, yes, this is how it should be. We shouldn't all sit here and talk quietly about things that are very difficult and very controversial. No, like, come on, let's talk about it. Yes, very much so.
See, for those guys in church, you know, they want the gospel to reach everyone in that room.
Country.
So
And everybody in that country.
that room, and you see, like you can realize, like most of them, their voice is almost like some speakers.
Yes,
Literally,
yes,
that
yes.
you can, if you listen to some of those preachers, you can
like
see
they've
it's like a
trained,
Haman Kadon.
yeah.
They have to make sure, like even the guys at the corner can hear the gospel.
No, but here's the thing.
Universally.
Universally, people outside of Kenya, I will say this, and actually many people inside of Kenya, when the volume is cranked so high at the churches, it destroys the beauty.
True.
The quality of the singing, the quality of the dancing, the quality of the artistry is so high. And then you crank the volume so high, you can't appreciate them anymore.
It's too noisy.
Yeah, and it's just like, listen, I have experienced many choirs in Africa, and I will take them as being the worship every time over any Hillsong stuff or any cool song out of South Africa or Nigeria. No, like let Kenyans just sing together. I'll just listen to that through and through and through. Even especially the Congolese. Actually.
See the energy.
There it is.
I'm just trying to
Continue that.
emphasize on
That's
that.
cool. Yeah.
So yeah,
So I think we're loosened up. Season 1 was a bit more rigid. We're excited for season 2. We've got we made a guest list of just people that were like, hey, we know these people. We know they'd be interested. We know that they'd cover some of the topics that we're looking to revisit or new topics that we're looking to touch on. And the list is like 40 people already, you know. And if we had 6 different guests every time, it's gonna be like 80 some new people. But I'm sure we'll have revisiting. We've got people that'll cover multiple topics. So season 2, it's coming. It literally, it's right on the way. In a couple of weeks, we'll be dropping more episodes with guests. So really, it's been great having you guys watch. Great having you have more to say.
Yeah.
Oh, Pole. I forgot the bad list is very long. Sawa.
No, one more.
Endele.
One more. No, don't limit.
I like this.
don't
No.
Don't
Continue
let him
because
scare
you're
you.
looking that way. I'm very happy about this one.
Don't
No,
let
look
him
that
scare
way.
you.
There we go. Sawa.
I need to see the other side of Bwana Mandevu and Sura Mzuri.
Okay.
You can just be sitting on a podcast and just talking. We need to see you. Who are you two? Okay, we need to see the other version of you. We need to see a different character.
Like I
Yeah.
cooked you omelets this morning.
Yes, like you're cooking omelets. Maybe you sing.
Him
I
dancing.
don't
No,
know.
no, no,
Maybe
no,
you
no, no, no.
dance, I
Him
don't
dancing.
know.
I play drums because I cannot sing.
But you can boom. Boom. It's
yeah,
called boombox.
no.
Or boom, boom, boom.
Beatbox.
You know, you sound like a boomer when you say it. You boom box. Come on. Where's your cane?
Beatbox.
Yes, so
Yeah.
I can
But you
beatbox.
can, yes, you see, so for the shorts, for TikTok and YouTube shorts and reels, we need to see that. I can't just be posting all the time. YouTube is just the long version of the podcast and still the same on Instagram. We need to see the other side.
Okay.
Yes. Bona Mandevu eating omena or
Oh,
doing
no.
something a Kenyan
That
you're doing
that
the
movie,
same thing. Like, yeah.
that short, that video
You will do it.
will require so much enticing because man, I cannot stand the smell of omena. Much less like no way.
No, he's just afraid because they're looking at him.
Yeah, they're eyeing you. They're like, you're
They're always
eating
like,
me.
are you eating me, bro?
Like even when I go to the market and I tell the ladies like, give me 2 of the big buckets, 5, like they're pouring them in. They're like, oh, you like it? I'm like, no, my dogs
Oh,
like
the
omena. It's
I
so
know.
good for them. Here's the thing, it's incredibly good for you. And I'm sure if you like fish, that it's like, hey, that's good. I don't like fish unless it's like fresh. Like if I catch it, kill it, it's awesome. But man, that
No, you see
omena,
Luas.
that's
You see why Luas are bright? Because of omega-3, right? From omena.
Omega-3 comes from
From omena.
fish.
That is where they're professionals.
also calcium.
What?
Calcium
What?
as well.
For real? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Cow share?
No,
Calcium.
calcium.
Oh yeah, okay, calcium. Okay.
Yeah. You say
Yeah.
You say calcium.
Calcium.
Okay, calcium.
You're sounding like
Calcium.
is it Kikuyu? They switch the SH for S sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the reason why you see like most of animal feeds, literally.
Yeah, fish
yeah,
food.
Yeah, most animal feeds you'll find
Yeah.
that like
The
their omega
Okay.
is there for protein and all those kinds.
So
of
to
things.
follow
Okay.
Benta's advice, let's focus back on the topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so those shorts. Okay, we can do something like that.
Yes, even the audience want to see that. It's no longer about you and what you want. It's about now the audience.
To a
what
point.
they need.
To a point, obviously.
Yes.
I've not yet started my New Year resolution of going back to the gym, so I think I can do
alright.
that.
Yeah,
I
you
do that.
can
now,
show-
Now I don't think I can. Now I've grown weak.
So great. We're gonna get gym shots of,
Yeah, gym shorts.
and he's gonna be wearing very tight pants.
Yes.
Very, not even wearing a shirt, right? No shirt.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, sawa.
I've got a belly. I've got a belly now, and I'll motivate guys how to get rid
Yeah.
of the belly.
How to get Sura Mzuri.
How to get
Yes,
Sura
Sura
Mzuri and get
Mzuri.
rid of the belly.
Okay.
Sawa.
So pretty much that. That's yeah. For now, I think I've summarized everything, the positive and the negatives. So
Excellent.
I believe the audience and the viewers are ready to watch the other side of you.
Sawa.
Yes.
You know what we'll do? This will satisfy 2 things in one. So we'll have some live videos and for sure some shorts when you take me shopping.
Okay, cool.
The Kenyan dresses the Mzungu.
The Mzungu.
That will be fun. We're going to go to
Needs
Wangigi.
to be
I will not go to Gikomba.
Why?
I have been there multiple times. You can find anything there if you have like 5 hours.
Yes.
My goodness.
And that's what you need
No,
to get
Apana, go
something
to Toy
cool.
Market, go to Wangi, wherever. There's so many other places you can go that it's like those people, they have gone there, they have spent the time, they've got the stuff, they brought it here, you pay a little bit more, and you don't have to spend all day.
But you want to get the cool,
Why
cool,
do you
cool
spend
thing.
5 hours in Gikomba?
Because you do not know
Nowhere
where to go.
Even when you go, if you show up at like 10 a.m., you've missed it all. You have to be there at 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not driving for. Hey,
True, because most.
I'll just
I'll
go.
teach you, I'll just
I'll
teach you.
pay some more shillings. Support a person who does that, and thank them for saving me that much time.
Even in toy, you need to know where you're going exactly.
No, toy's fine.
It is. It's pretty small, but like you need to go where. Like probably I know you don't know where now the good stuff are. You don't know where the good stuff are. Like
We'll
now
see.
the
You know what? We'll see. I'll lead the way in toy market.
Okay, we'll
Sawa.
do that.
Sawa.
The day we're going to do some
Challenge accepted.
Short shopping.
I'm here for it.
Short shopping.
Just shopping.
You know, back in like the 2000s though, and I was just wearing these shorts, and my wife said, "You can't wear those out of the house." They're the basketball shorts. You remember that, like the NBA? Their shorts used to be like down past their knees. I loved basketball shorts like that.
And they were
And they're baggy, and it's just like,
There's a point where it was a cool thing.
oh man, for sure. I still rock them. I don't care. But my
with
wife's
socks on and sports shoes. I don't know. Like you wear long
no.
socks.
This is when I'm in the house. I'm not allowed to leave with them.
Oh, okay.
So it's just no socks, and cold floor, whatever. But yeah, so it's been good. Anything else from either of you guys for season 2?
As long as the guests are coming, for me, I'm really happy because viewers were like, okay, episode 1, yay! Episode 2, yay! Episode 3, yay! Episode 4.
You see how kind she is. She pretty much says, "Okay, you guys are boring. Let's bring in some life."
The viewers were tired of seeing the same
Yeah.
people
Eh.
for 14 good episodes.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
Sour.
So,
No, but all of that, we're very excited.
We hear the
I literally
viewers
am
out.
more excited about season 2 than anything in season 1 except maybe the Christmas episode. I was so pumped for just having guests and being able to talk and really
was
pull
amazing.
stories out. And
That was amazing.
hey, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm looking
yes.
forward. Next,
And for season 2, it's not going to be about you now.
No, it's
going
everybody.
to be about the audience. What
Yeah,
they
yeah,
need
for
and
sure, for
yes,
sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
And so-
that's
and so for you guys as viewers, for people that are writing in, whether you're writing from Canada or America or you're in the bush of Kenya or in Nairobi, wherever, let us know what you want. And not because like we're chasing that, but because the conversations that we have are important and valid only if people care about them.
Yeah.
And so part of it is turning people to care about better things, but also like this is an important topic. Like we've got femicide that'll be coming up as one of the episodes because there's some very serious pushback on that and a lot of it happening like that we really have to discuss. How do we get to that point where I said I do to this person that I would love them and cherish them, and now.
Yeah, you're taking away.
So yeah, there's a lot of good topics coming up. So we want your engagement. We want you to let us know what you're excited about, what you'd like to hear about, what you'd like to learn about, whatever. We're also really excited to be inviting guests. So I'm sure you will be having a voice on this podcast via one of the guests. They'll be like, "Ah, man, yes, they were talking about that last time and nobody said it. I'm so glad this other person's here to say it, so we don't have to hear them blabble on anymore." So we really appreciate everything, all the feedback that you guys can give. If you want to do it in a very negative way, Benta will engage with you thoroughly. So we appreciate you guys' feedback. One thing to look at is, I know it's easy to see the skin color and to think, there's just money there. But really, this podcast is beyond my means to be able to support, beyond Eric's, beyond Benta's. So we do need your guys' support, and I feel kind of corny asking that and saying that kind of stuff, but really it's fundamental to this, because we're not just having a phone and shaking, and we're going to be going to different locations, walking through tea, we're going to be sitting outside. All of this stuff requires equipment and professionals, and those professionals are phenomenal and worth it. So anything that you guys contribute is going to go to this. It's not going to be like, "Hey, Ona, look, I got my nails done, I got my hair." It's going to be going back to the podcast to make your guys' experience as viewers better. One of the features that we want to implement later on will be a camera sitting about here. And it's a 360 camera. So you will be able to put on a VR of sorts and be able to be in the conversation. You'll also be able to see the behind the scenes stuff, which it's just like, okay. But you'll be able to sit in the conversation and look at Eric when he speaks, and then Benta, and then the other guests, and really feel intimately involved there. But all that stuff requires expertise. So we'd love to offer that stuff. That's the kind of thing that we're looking to do, as well as vary locations. So appreciate you guys so much jumping in today, whether it be on live or whether it be just this episode. We appreciate you guys sticking with us with season 1, giving us good feedback and letting us know that when we make up stats about weird things that it's bad, or when you talk too much, or when you wear shorts, keep correcting us. We're looking to grow better every day. We have a tradition and a way to end the podcast that I think is very important, where we all say goodbye.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming, like I've done. Benta, you want to say your...
Yeah, for me, I'm very happy to be here in front of the camera for the first time on UCG. And even in future, you're going to introduce YouTube live sessions, which will be awesome. So I'm really grateful and happy to see you to grow.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Benta, you haven't said it yet, but we want to ask you, do you have any social tags that you want to let everybody, and if they want to follow you and see more of your work?
Yeah, my name is Benta Wangui on all social media platforms.
The same. She snagged her own name.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't even think I could do that.
I think also tell them what you really do, because there's someone out there who might require your services, and that's what we're all about.
Yeah, I'm a social media manager, and I do also shorts editing. That's where my niche is. And also, I'm a TV actor. I love acting. Yes.
And she's very good. That's how we met in church.
Yes.
She was like, "Oh, I'll do acting for this little skit you're doing," and I was like, "Wow."
And you're impressed when she
I was like, wow.
memorize all her words. I remember you telling me, and by the time you're like, "Eric, are you sure you're going to do this better?" I'm like, yes.
For real.
So yeah, that's my profession.
You've been on which shows?
A lot on local media, local televisions. Yeah, I've been on a famous show that used to be called, I think it's still there, Mother-in-Law.
Okay.
I went there to a 4-year-old TV series which was on NTV, and my latest one was in 2020. When we were to 2023 at House Helps of Kawangware, but it ended. Now I'm on KBC.
Okay.
It's a new show coming up. We are still shooting.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's a slow
going to
process,
watch
but
that.
we'll be there.
Yeah. Production takes time, so
Yes,
be looking for Benta there.
Yeah, and maybe soon I'll come up with my own content in terms of acting.
So, spell your last name.
Wangui. WANGUI.
And first name?
Benta, BENTA.
And that's for the Americans. All of the Kenyans were like, yeah, I know that one. And then the Americans are like, what? How? So thank you so much. Thank you for being our first guest of season 2. It has been wonderful. We appreciate your feedback and all of the help that you give.
Thank you.
Yeah, Benta, thank you for coming and telling us those things as they are. Thank you very much. Mattel has said a lot. I don't want to water that. Please support us. If there's anything you can spare, we will love that a lot. And because we are going to different places, we're going to have different people, and we want to make this an experience for all of us. And that experience will only be achieved with us having the best equipment and good quality for you guys. We will want to be on good standard level where like you're not straining to watch us, and our communication and our conversation are well had. Please, on lives, I'll ask you guys to send us some flowers, show us some love.
There's another thing. There's another thing that as you watch on TikTok, as you watch on all of these other ones, jump onto YouTube and just subscribe.
Yes.
It helps a ton on that one to get us to milestones, to be able to not have to have you give to us, that it comes from YouTube. So that's actually the ideal for me. I don't have to be asking you for money, anything like that. We're able to accomplish these things because there's ads or whatever, there's value put there that we can then expand via that route. So like, subscribe, bell button, whatever, I don't know.
All
Share.
those things.
Share.
And you guys, do you know how to do?
Do
you know how to do it? Can you guys all do the salute? Guys, see you later.